Every photo you back up, every video you stream, every file a website serves to you, all of it has to physically live somewhere. And there's a very good chance that somewhere is Amazon S3. It's one of the oldest and most heavily used services in all of cloud computing. But when people first open it up, they get hit with a wall of jargon. Buckets, objects, keys, prefixes, regions. By the end of this video, every one of those words is going to make complete sense. Let's break it down. First, the name. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service, 3 S's, hence S3. It's Amazon's service for storing files in the cloud. But here's the important part. S3 is a specific type of storage called object storage. That word object is going to come up a lot, so let's define it properly. You might be used to thinking about files the way your laptop does. Folders, inside folders, inside folders. S3 doesn't really work like that, and understanding why is the key that unlocks everything else. We'll come back to it. For now, just hold on to this. S3 stores your files as objects inside containers called buckets in a chosen geographic region. That one sentence is the whole map. Let's zoom into each piece. Let's start from the outside in, with regions. A region is simply a physical location in the world where Amazon has data centers. When you store something in S3, you pick which region it lives in. Say, Ireland, or Northern Virginia, or Tokyo. Why does that matter? 3 reasons. 1. Speed. Data closer to your users loads faster. 2. Cost. Prices vary slightly between regions. And 3. Compliance. Some laws require that data about citizens stays within a specific country. The big thing to remember, your data stays in the region you choose. It doesn't quietly hop around the world. If you want to copy somewhere else, you have to set that up deliberately. Inside a region, you create buckets. A bucket is a top-level container for your files. Think of it like a labeled storage unit. You might have one bucket for your website's images, another for database backups, another for video uploads. A few rules worth knowing about buckets. Bucket names have to be globally unique, and I mean globally. Not just unique in your account, but across every AWS customer on the planet. So if someone, somewhere already has a bucket called photos, you can't have it too. Names are also lowercase, between 3 and 63 characters, and can't use spaces or underscores, because behind the scenes, a bucket name becomes part of a web address. Now we get to the star of the show, objects. An object is just your file, plus some extra stuff bundled around it. Every object in S3 has 3 parts. First, the data itself, the actual contents of your file. The photo, the video, the spreadsheet. Second, metadata, data about your data. When it was uploaded, what type of file it is, and any custom tags you want to attach. And third, a key, which is the object's name and address. That one's important enough to get its own section. And one fun fact to drop at a party. A single S3 object can be as large as 5 terabytes. S3 also promises 11 nines of durability, meaning if you stored 10 million objects, you'd expect to lose one roughly every 10,000 years. Okay, the key. This is the concept that trips up almost everyone, so stay with me. It's actually simpler than it looks. A key is the unique name of an object within a bucket. Here's an example. Now, your instinct says, that's a Photos folder, with a 2024 folder inside it, with a Summer folder inside that. Right? But that's not what's happening. In S3, there are no folders, none. That entire string, Photos 2024 Summer Beach.jpg, is just one long name, one key. The slashes are just characters in the name, like any other letter. This is what people mean when they say S3 has a flat namespace. Every object just sits in one giant flat pool inside the bucket, each one identified by its unique key. So why does the AWS website show you folders? Because it's being helpful. It looks at the slashes in your keys and groups things visually, so it feels familiar. The part of the key before a slash, like photos, even has a name. It's called a prefix. But it's a display trick on top of a flat structure, not real directories. My favorite way to picture it, S3 is like a massive coat check. There are no shelves or sections. Every single item is just tagged with a unique ticket. To get your coat back, you don't walk to a shelf, you hand over the exact ticket number. In S3, that ticket is the key. Let's stack it all back up. You pick a region, a place in the world. Inside it, you create a bucket, a uniquely named container. Into that bucket, you put objects, your files, each wrapped with metadata. And every object is found using its key, its unique name in that flat pool. Region, bucket, object, key. That's the entire foundation of S3 and every other feature. Security, versioning, storage classes builds right on top of these 4 ideas. That's the core vocabulary. Next episode, we'll look at IAM, how AWS controls who's allowed to do what, and the service that secures everything you just learned. If this made S3 click for you, hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series. And drop a comment with the AWS service you want me to break down next. See you in the next one.